Hi everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. This is your Mars transiting Sagittarius reading. So all the way from November 24, 2023 to January 4th, 2024. Collectively, this transit has the Algis rune, and this is about divine communication. So higher self, greater teachings in terms of your spirituality, greater intuition that wants to come forward and support you. But we have, as far as the subconscious aspect of this energy, the Queen of Water that came reversed. So definitely there's something to dig that's been buried under the waters of the subconscious and intuition. So we have to awaken something. And what is great is the empowerment card is anticipation. So there is going to be this feeling that there's something precious that has to be discovered. But again, it's buried in the subconscious, but we are divinely guided. It says here, something wonderful is happening. Change is in the air. Open yourself to the blessings on their way. So collectively, there is some master teaching with the master teacher of energy in motion that leads us to action, that is about uncovering something buried in the subconscious, something that our intuition has not been able to pick up on. So important, again, you guys, make sure that you look at where this Mars is transiting in your birth chart, so you know what message you want as far as what house. Okay, let's rock and roll. House number 1, you have first the rune Kenas. And this is about knowledge. This is also meaning torch. This is interesting energy, especially with Mercury that is transiting in Sagittarius, and there's going to be sometimes overlapping here. There was this energy with Mercury to become a lighthouse. So I feel that this is going to be for house number 1, a reading you might want to check as well. Because I'll be honest, when I was looking at the cards, I was feeling like I'm not getting all the answers with those cards. And I was literally hearing, that's all you're given. And I was like, okay, all right, house number 1, we're just going to have to make with whatever we have. So Mercury's reading came up in my mind. Truly, in the subconscious, there is a seed here. There is something planted in the mind. Oh, now it makes sense. Because the empowerment card came in the reverse, and it's about manifestation. So definitely here, we're seeing that there's some type of seed of belief. And especially because it's the earth element. In astrology, that would be your IC. That would be your Imun Coeli. That's not the midheaven. That's more of your underworld. That's what happens when you close your door and you're done with your day. And this is more like the true you. How is that version? Because there's something as far as how you feel about yourself here, house 1, that shows that it's not allowing you to manifest in the greatest ways. So let's see if we can get more details for you, house 1. But it seems to me like, yeah, this is where the training of your intuition is coming forward here. And it's going to be with listening to the energy you're holding. It says, your dreams have untold energy. There's something about the things that you want to manifest and the things that you believe, especially about yourself, your inner world, that are this creating like a disharmony, dissonance, like a music instrument. Okay? Open the door and let them live. Desire and beliefs are your power. It's almost like you're trying to make yourself fit to a certain version of how your dream is supposed to look like, or maybe even like how you should present yourself. There's something here for you, and I trust this is enough. That was house 1. House 2, you have the rune Petro, which is about the unknown. There's something here that is fated. There's some type of lucky chance, this energy that is yet for you to discover, but it's still unknown, but it is a blessing. Look at this. This is about abundance. There's something you're holding within yourself, some type of potential. Definitely some of you, if you know how to work with the rays of in the archangels, archaias, work with this frequency. I do have a rainbow bridge frequency in my music. So there's something here as far as almost like being able to see all sides and aspects of yourself, of your beauty. But you're not seeing it, because in the empowerment card, we have the card Sanctuary. What it shows me really here is that it's probably a call for solitude, a call for you to spend more time with yourself so you can see, almost like a diamond that has many facets. You're not able to see it properly because you need to consciously go through this meditative moment day by day, consciously reclaiming parts of yourself. Okay, some of you, there is a new playlist, your aura, your auric health and wealth. There is going to be some soul fragments retrieval. So I feel that some of you, there's something you're not seeing that could be something you want to look at as well. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. House number 3, you have here the rune Wunjo. This is all about joy. This is about harmony. This is about relationships, friendships. And this is interesting because there is some imbalance here between the feminine and the masculine in the subconscious. But you're being called to dance. There's some energy as far as your yin and your yang. Maybe overdoing, not listening enough. Okay, this is what I'm feeling for you. Remember, when you're praying, invoking, you're speaking to the universe. When you meditate, you're listening. More meditation so you can rebalance. Yin Yang playlist for sure for you. Playlist number 3. Maybe number 3, we have a Yin Yang in that playlist, so you want to recalibrate that dance for you, house 3. House number 4, you have the rune Rado, and this is about the path, your inner compass. This is about a ride, a journey, and interestingly here, what we see is subconsciously it is all about love. This is unconditional love energy. This is about seeing a higher expression of love that can be manifested. But the empowerment card shows that there is an inflexibility with the flexibility card reversed. It says you have to gently flow through the turbulence. So there's going to be some changes, but you have to maintain your self-love and self-care. Life has the ability to shape you. Bend but don't break. Definitely, I feel the energy of Bruce Lee here with be like water. Just let yourself flow and allow the path to show it to you. Okay, to reveal. House 5, you have the rune Otala that speaks of homeland, legacy, heaven on earth. There's something that wants to be manifested in your self-expression, especially in terms of prosperity with the empowerment card. But what you have in the subconscious, I feel that this is like trying to find the fastest way, the easy way. And what I mean by easy, it might not feel like it's easy, but it feels a little bit as if you're being guided not to conform maybe to your own old ways, or not to conform to other people's self-expression, because you have a divine inheritance of what you're meant to express and how. So don't conform and just allow yourself to receive this intuition and guidance. House number 6, you have the rune Manas that speaks of mankind, humanity. So there is something here as far as your subconscious to look into the mirror of what others are reflecting to you and cultivating those moments of happiness. It's as if the universe here wants you to focus, if you have Mars in Sagittarius in the 6th house, to focus on those moments where you're happy, focus on the joy, focus more on the positive versus some moments that may be more in the duality and the contrast. House 7, you have Laguz, which is the lake. This is about the subconscious, definitely. And in that aspect, you have the crone that is reversed. So there is a wiser, older, past life version of yourself that wants to come through. And the way to get there is through gratitude. Do any type of expression of gratitude. By the way, my playlist for the wounded healer, Chiron, is definitely, all mantras that I use are about gratitude. So I would suggest this for you, House 7. House 8, you have Soelo, which is like a zap zap emoji. This is the sun energy. There is something that you're putting the light on in terms of duality and contrast. The empowerment card speaks of elegance and grace. That reminds me of your underworld, as well as I saw this also for House 1. So in case you struggle for this House 8, I would suggest looking at the message for House 1. There is something that wants to bloom from this experience and this transit. House 9, I literally got chills. This is Odin's energy. There's nothing on this rune. And then I was choosing a card, but this card flew, and this is the Father. There's definitely, House 9 is already about spiritual education, so this is big, and you're being called on a pilgrimage. Again, this energy of Santa Claus a little bit. I feel there might be something that's going to happen around Christmas that is big, or maybe there is something around the celebration of Christmas that has to be revealed to you. That's what I have for you. Definitely, you're on a higher path. House 10, you have Ensus as a rune. This is about God's energy. This is about breath. This is about communication. And there is a promise of a rebirth for you. So if you have Sagittarius in in your 10th house with Mars, there's definitely an indication that practicing gratitude is going to be super powerful. This is a card in the subconscious that speaks of gratitude, that speaks of bringing more focus to the things that you already have. So there is something greater, because there's something as far as communication that is greater that wants to come forward. So greater ideas, greater ways to manifest, especially 10th house, your higher purpose. House 10, you have Ingus here. This is about a seed. There is something about your journey, the hero's journey, that you have to supercharge with faith. Okay, this house is about humanity. So if you've been feeling a lot of the collective energy, influx more faith. Okay, this is going to support you first, and this is going to ripple out. It says you have to believe that you're not alone and that spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. House 11. House 12, this is Agalas, which is about surrendering. This is a little bit of chaos energy. There's something that you shouldn't resist. All the cards are coming reversed, because this is a sign here that subconsciously, the counselor, subconsciously there's a voice inside of you that wants to come forward and come and speak through you. This is an invitation to bring more clarity. Clarity is very connected to the heart, so definitely rebalance that heart-mind, I was going to say correlation, almost like putting things a little bit more in order for you. It says banish the fog of illusion. There's some illusion here. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. This is probably around self-worth, definitely here, House 12.